Okay, this is going to be a video to show you how to add an emulator to Attract mode. When I say an emulator, I don't mean the program that runs the games. I mean an emulator.cfg, the config file that tells Attract mode where to look for the games and where to look for the emulators. So, okay, you're going to go to your Q drive or wherever you have your Attract mode. Okay, mine's here. Click on your Attract v2.2.1 Windows 32. Okay, and in here you'll see a folder that says emulators right here. Okay, inside this folder you're going to see all of the different configs, okay, for every single system that you have. So if you open one of these up, let's see, let's do MAME. Okay, so I'm going to right click, edit with Notepad++. If you don't have that program, go get it. Okay, and this shows you the config. It's just a text file that tells it where to look. Okay, the command argument and the executable is mostly what we're going to be looking at here. Okay, so now that you know where that what that looks like, we're going to open Attract mode. I usually start the config in Attract mode because it's easier through the UI, and then once I have it configured, I just go in and open Notepad++ and paste in the command arguments. It's easier than trying to remember them and maybe not getting them right. Okay, so I'm just going to push tab here. Emulators. Okay, and this is where you're going to add an emulator. Let's see. Think of one that I don't have already that I'm wanting to put in. Okay. I'll just add a fake one. It'll be easier. Okay, so you're going to click on Add an Emulator. Emulator name. I'm going to say Sega Model 2. I don't have that one yet. Plan on doing it eventually. You want to make sure this name is correct. So you want all your capitals, everything correct. So you don't want to put NES. You want to put Nintendo Entertainment System. It has to be accurate. Okay. Hit enter. Now here you see anything you type on here is going to show up on that .cfg file that I just showed you. Okay. So you put in your ROM's path. Okay. I'll do this, a couple of these real quick. I'm not going to do them all because it's pretty straightforward and you should be able to figure it out after you see how I do it. Okay. Q/ROMs/ Sega Model 2 is what it would look like. System identifier, same thing. Put in the correct name. Okay. You don't need to worry about any of this stuff. You're going to come down here and put in your art paths. It's going to be the same. It'll be Sega Model or Q/ROM/Sega Model 2 /snap for the snaps, and then wheel for the wheels. Same difference, okay? And then you're going to generate a collection or ROM list unless you already have one. Okay? And when you do that, it's going to create a display already. Okay? It automatically will do that for you on PC when you create an emulator. So that's pretty cool. Now, once you get this far and you've got all of the ROM paths, the art paths, make sure your ROM extensions are in there. If it's not .zip, if it's, .sfc or 7-zip, or all the different ones that it can be. You have to make sure and have those in there. All right. So once you have that finished, and this is just an easier way to do it, you're going to exit attract mode. Okay. And now you'll see maybe I have to close this out and open it back up again. Sega Model 2.cfg right here. Okay, so this is the file that I just created. So I'm going to right click on that, edit with Notepad++. Okay, and I'm going to go through here and I'm going to find a different system because I've got a bunch of them open in here. PopCapGames.cfg. Okay, that uses Rocket Launcher. The command arguments and the ROM and the executable for every Rocket Launcher system is going to be exactly the same. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open PopCap Games also. If you don't have one open already, just scroll through your list and find one that uses Rocket Launcher, or get one from one of my packs. Okay, and I'm going to copy these two lines, executable and args. Okay, that's your command arguments. I'm just going to highlight them, copy. Then I'm going to go back to Sega Model 2. Okay, I'm going to highlight the arguments line. Okay, the executable line doesn't exist yet because I didn't put one in. Just highlight the whole arguments line and hit right click, paste. And that'll paste both those lines in the correct spot. Okay, that's it. It's done. As long as you have that system running in attract mode, it will now launch if you have it running in Rocket Launcher, it will now launch from attract mode. Pretty simple stuff. Then you want to click save. Okay, that's it. Done. Hope that helps. One thing to keep in mind is that system name and system identifier have to match the system name in Rocket Launcher. Okay, if they do not match, Rocket Launcher won't know what system you're trying to launch. Okay, and it will not work. They have to match exactly.